Hey guys, and welcome to part 5 of my Austria guide. And I decided I wanted to mix things up a bit for my plan, just so it'd be kind of fun for you guys to see. Maybe something unique that you guys haven't seen before, is what I'm hoping for. And so my plan is, I'm going to do a bunch of tag switching and then go revolutionary. And this isn't the best for one faith necessarily, but it's, it's okay. I still think we can get it. It's just kind of, obviously you lose the mission. You can't be the defender of the faith if you are revolutionary, which is obviously a detriment when you're trying to one faith. But I just think it'd be so much fun that I'm like, hey, I want to show this instead. To lay out the plan is, we're going to form Seed Piedmont, then Prussia, then Germany, then the Holy Roman Empire. Sorry, not the Holy Roman Empire, just the Roman Empire. And then we're going to go revolutionary after that. So, right on, we'll just get going, and yeah, sounds good. We just hit the age of absolutism, so. And I got the Pope a little bit before the age of absolutism, and I was holding on till I could do this. This is the extra 10% aggressive expansion impact. And so now, basically being the Pope right now gives you negative 30% aggressive expansion impact, so I can take anything and nobody cares. It's like I'm playing somewhere, it's like I'm a horde or something. And one thing I like to do generally for this age, just kind of a standard thing I like to do, is I get the estate low. Like you see, I have the burghers already low in the red, and then I seize land and just accept the demands. Alright, then I'm just going to go ahead and seize, sorry, it's not seize land. I'm going to go ahead and just lower the autonomy everywhere. And I wanted to finish stating Hungary for one of my missions that I just kind of forgot to do. I was a little lazy. So to explain one thing, I'm not planning to go and do that disaster, the court and country. The reason is because eventually I'm going to go revolutionary, and you don't have absolutism anymore. So having a max of absolutism for the rest of the game really isn't useful if you're right. I'm sure that makes sense, hopefully. So this is kind of a change in my game plan from what I was going to do, so I kind of have to more or less lean into it. Got a lot of ground to catch up on because I wasn't really taking provinces from Europe. Originally my plan was just to grab the provinces that you needed to form Germany and then just do it that way, but now I'm going to need, before I do that, I'm going to need to form Prussia, which means that I'm going to have to kind of take a lot more in Europe. You don't have to do this. This is just like some kind of fun. If you never tried doing something like this, you should try it. It's pretty fun. Looking at things off, I'm just going to start declaring war on a bunch of Germany, basically. I want to do only cleansing of heresy wars, though. And, yeah. Just going to get going. And we want to just conquer as fast as possible. Obviously we don't have too long. With the Pope is always old, generally, when you get elected Pope, so you gotta make use of being the Pope while you can. It's not gonna last too long. And I'm gonna go ahead and strengthen government. I want to be trying to get all my, making my way towards the, higher absolutism numbers. And I'm gonna go and just white piece out other people in this war that aren't the main war guy. You can just white piecing out everyone else in this war. The reason being is that it's gonna cost me a full 100% war score just to take this guy out anyways, so short truces are the dream. I want to talk about a quick topic here that I've noticed in my games rather. If you get an offer to rant, I can't say the word, okay? Don't judge me. If you get an offer like this, and it's a superior war, I would not do it, because if he loses a battle, I don't know why, but you lose like massive war score. And yeah, the AI is very good at throwing away his army, so do not accept those, especially in a superior war. I got a bit of a wish list for Paradox, and one of them would be automatically seizing land if, the threshold of 50 to all was met. And another wish list I have is auto conversion, meaning that your missionaries would, like, if you had a free missionary, it's just going to go on the top, from the top of the list down, and start converting for you. My third one would be a build all for the government building, especially later on. It's ridiculous how many clicks you need. Well, when we're on the topic, I know I'm just, saying these are all the things I hate, right? But I love the game, but definitely a few things that I, would like to see. I wish there was like a fully annex button that you could click instead of having to manually click all the provinces. Especially later on when you're, like, let's say I'm fighting Spain or something, right? And he has provinces like, I don't know, somewhere in these islands, and you're just like spending 5-10 minutes trying to find where in the world it could be. Yeah, it would be nice just to have a, you know, full annexation button. Let me know what you guys think as far as wish list you have. Kind of a fun topic to talk about. Just gonna wipe peace out Ulm, and then we're going to go ahead and end this war soon. Again, I mentioned we're just wanting to grab full annexation. Can't grab anything more yet, so all good. So one of the better ways to get absolutism, or maybe not better, but it's decent enough, is just strengthening your government for the 2. Now, normally I would like to get, if this good crown line, you get yearly absolutism, and so that's part of why I'm like, oh man, I really screwed up this game. I almost always have, you know, that going into the age of absolutism. One tip I have, if you are ever attacking in Germany or Europe area, right, in the HRE, make sure you take the use of your Cleansing of Heresy CB, as it gives you way less aggressive expansion. When you're doing Cleansing of Heresy, try to co-belligerate Catholics, in this case because I'm Catholic, because you'll basically be able to get this CB against them even though they're not of opposite religion. See, for example, right? If I clicked into here, declare war on him, there's no option for Cleansing of Heresy. But if I co-belligerate, then I can still get that CB to work. And speaking of, I'm going to go ahead and just declare this war. I'm going to co-belligerate Hesse and Strasbourg and attack Berg. And yeah, we'll just get right into it. And of course, expect some rebels if you decrease autonomy everywhere like I did. And there's a strong argument to be made that I should have done court and country just to get my absolutism up sooner, especially in the case where my government is kind of behind. That's okay though. Again, you don't have to min-max everything to, like, you know, this isn't a guide on like how to get one faith by 1650 or something, right? Like, probably possible. Just kind of like, hey, let's chill and get a one faith, right? So I'm gonna complete this mission, the Hungarian question. It's pretty nice to get this multicultural empire, and you'll see this event here. And so you either get a really good reform. You can see the national unrest, max cultures, and so it's very, very potent. Or you can get this 2+2 from the end of the game. And the reason why this is a debate in my head is because I know at some point I'm going to lose this reform because I'm going to form the Roman Empire. But I still think it's worth it because I'm not going to do that for like 100 years. So, but there would be an argument for just taking the other one. I'm going to call for peace, but I'm not. This is something I find annoying too. It's like you've called for peace, but you can't take one of the provinces because there's a fort. But they've unconditionally surrendered. So like, why? You know, does that seem reasonable? Basically, it's like, now I have call for peace, but I can't even take what, you know. Anyways. Being a little nitpicky today, I'm not sure why. I also wish, again, I don't know why I'm just in the mood to just be harsh on EU4. You know, it's one of my favorite games. I don't know why I'm talking, just like wish lists, I guess, are kind of fun. But I wish that Autonomous Siege was like way better than it is. Like, can a carpet siege, like you know, the AI knows how to carpet siege. I've seen them do it. Why can't I tell? You know, it seems like it wouldn't be that hard to be able to tell the AI to carpet siege just as you know they do. Because it's just gonna, you know, instead it's like, oh, if I click that button, it's just gonna send a full stack of 25 around, and it's not that useful. I'll still use it because I'm lazy, but like it really could be way better. Anyways, sorry to rant. I'm gonna go ahead and end this war here and just grab. Basically, I'm gonna fully annex Berg and Hesse. So if I was watching this guide, I wouldn't like follow it one-to-one. I'd be like, what are some things that I liked that he did? What are some things that I didn't like that he did, right? And kind of pick and choose, right? So I'm kind of I haven't done a one faith for Austria in this patch either, right? Things are different. So watch what I do and try to adapt to your own gameplay, right? You might not like certain things I do, and that's totally fine. So I'm just looking around for another Cleansing of Heresy war. So I'm like, what is the easiest cleansing of heresy war I can find? Like that is my logic right now. How about Friesland? That sounds good. I'm gonna go ahead and just declare one Friesland. If you guys are liking the content, I would love if you would subscribe. That's kind of what motivates me to keep going. But I also hate being one of those guys that's like spams the please subscribe, blah blah blah, right? So it's kind of funny being somebody who's like annoyed with people who say that and then doing it myself. Maybe it's a little bit of an understanding, right? Like, oh, okay. I've said this before in past videos, but I am a very new YouTuber. So any feedback, even if you are, you know, don't feel like you can't be a little harsh, right? Like that's what I'm asking for. But if you have any feedback that you think would help me grow as a YouTuber, I'd love to hear it. But enough with the ranting today. I don't know what's going on. It's been 7 years. I'm at 54 absolutism. Honestly, I'm not that happy with that. If I'm being honest, that's below my average. If I would say. The more you play on 5-speed, the more you're going to forget certain things, right? Like if you kind of slow it down, you're going to be a bit more successful. I like playing 5-speed because I'm impatient, but it's kind of like, you know, I might be missing some things like, oh, I could upgrade some advisors, or oh, I could be improving relations, right? Like I'm not even coming close to min-maxing my playthrough here. I'll just end this war here and call that good. Maybe take him later. Just looking around, see if I can find any cleansing of heresy wars. But I'm gonna go ahead and attack land shut here. And I might co-belligerate somebody, because I could probably take more than just 3 provinces. Yeah, I'm gonna co-belligerate the Palatinate. Call my ally. And go ahead. I'm gonna revoke my last privilege here. That should be good. Yeah, normally I would do the court and country, just trying something new this game, right? Which I know is like, why are you making a guy and trying something new? But because I think it could be fun. I'm gonna go ahead and take Constans, even though I didn't co-belligerate. I don't really care. So I'm not gonna take anything else like co-belligerated. I'm just going to probably white piece out the rest of the people that I didn't co-belligerate. Then I'm just gonna take as much as I can here. Maybe a coalition would form. Yeah, most of these guys are like 50 though, so if I just wait till the end of the year, I think we're chilling. Oh, this is. I'm sad. I'm sad right now, guys. Oh, that sucks. Yeah, that's in this scenario. I think the best thing I can do is just hire some mercenaries, maybe. I have 3 transport ships. That is not going to get it done. Okay, once this, as you see, I believe that the coalition is going to lose like all its strength at the end of the year. Yeah, as you see, easily. Okay, make that peace deal. Again, try to harsh treat in places that are effective in price. Lost the papal ship despite putting all the points into it, but it's okay. I got a lot done with being the Pope as far as aggressive expansion. The thing is that I wanted to point out is we're not really in that super of a rush to do a lot. We just need to get to that 90% admin efficiency, you know, by the next 100 years. The way this particular guide works, like we're not trying to push to conquer super fast. We're kind of trying to stack modifiers. I'm going to start focusing admin now, and I'm going to get humanists as my 5th idea group. A new pope, and it's not me again. Rigged game. Let's seize land here. Again, why am I not getting rebels? I don't know. But this is where you should have been before absolutism started. That's why I'm saying I'm way behind. You should have a yearly absolutism and then max plus 15. Alright. I'm going to go ahead and declare war with Spain here. And just jump right into it. Before I end this war, actually, I'm going to grab these humanist ideas, these first 2. And the reason is you get this negative 10 years of separatism as your second one, and that's basically means you won't get rebels no more. What's nice about being Catholic is you get basically infinite of these points if you're constantly converting. And so you can kind of like have all the buffs at once, all the time. And that's pretty nice. And you can also use it for stability later. And I'll go ahead and end this war now. And basically I'm just snaking my way down here. And I'm grabbing the great project in Granada as well as the great project in Madrid. And yeah, that's all I really need, so that should be good. Alright, next I'm going to attack Savoy. And of course use my Cleansing of Heresy CB. And ultimately we need to make Savoy so he doesn't exist. And that's part of forming Siege Piedmont. And so I just want to get, I think it's going to take 2 wars to take all his land, so I kind of want to get that on cooldown, per se. I'm going to go ahead and declare that war. Alright, I'm going to end the war with Aragon, and I'm going to grab these provinces here. And the reason is you need 3 out of 4 of these provinces to form Siege Piedmont. And just to note, this is one of the required ones, Cagliari. Quickly give you a milestone of my goals right now. I just want to be ready to tag switch all my tag switches by military tech 23. So we're only around, I'm a little behind, but I think I should upgrade these. I think I'm around 19 tech here, so I have about 4 tech levels until I should be ready to do that. And so what that would look like is I would need, for one, I want to upgrade Alhambra before then, but then I need to make sure Savoy is dead, and that I've annexed Milan, and that I have taken at least 100 provinces in Germany, so I can do the Prussia part of it. It's definitely on pace. It's a little bit of a different style, but I thought it'd be fun to show. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and end this war and just take these 4 provinces here. And call it good. I'm going to try to find maintains for a little bit. Thinking back, I wish I would have taken Malta forts from Aragon while I was in that war. So I'm going to start slowly upgrading Granada. And I'm just chilling. I'm not... There's nothing wrong with just using manpower right now. You know, that'll just pass through recover. And I'm trying to get this great project finished ASAP. The 5% admin will just be super helpful. And it's fine. I'm happy to just show it now because that will let my absolutism that I've been horrible about finally tick to max. And then I can kind of continue on with my, objectives I laid out. I think we're doing pretty good. Obviously, having a higher absolutism will be helpful for the aggressive expansion. We won't really have to worry about that at all soon. I'll go ahead and start annexing Milan. And the reason is to form Siege Piedmont, I believe I have to. Again, just hanging out, trying to upgrade my great project. Again, going to use manpower to push this along. Normally that's not a great thing to do, but since I'm just kind of chilling for a bit, don't mind it at all. Then finally at max absolutism for now. Of course, this will, when I get my last reform, it'll increase the max, but for now, we are good. Alright, I can get that rank 3 upgrade on this Alhambra. And I probably will wait a little bit longer just to be able to boost it up with money. Of course, I'll use probably some manpower, but I obviously don't want to use all of it for that. We're going to hit like a huge spike in basically GovCap because we're going to get 250 from here, and then we're also going to get 250 from here. So that will be really good for our kind of economy and so on, because we're going to be able to state a lot more stuff. And that is part of the logic behind annexing Milan right now, is I can probably state a lot of those provinces. Try to pay a little attention to my ships, to start recruiting like a bunch. Alright, so my great project here is finally completed, getting to give me that 5% admin efficiency, of course. And there's going to be a bunch of wars going on, so I probably should just wrap up the episode there. And if you like the content, please consider leaving a like or subscribing, and as always, have a great day.